Emmerdale viewers think they know who lives and who dies, if Teresa death, in next week's cIifftop stunt as John Sugden takes revenge against Erin Dingle and Robert Sugden. With the news that Emmerdale will air a devastating twist next week comes the theory that a shocking death will air. Erin Dingle and his husband John Sugden will fight for their lives next week, while Robert Sugden is also caught up in the drama. KiIIer John's game is up as his secrets come to light in dramatic fashion. It ends with him sickeningly wrapping his arms around his husband at the top of a cliff edge, before dragging him off with him. The pair plummet to the gorge below as a distraught Robert watches on. But does anyone die, or could both characters perish? Fans think they know exactly who will live and who will die, convinced Erin will live to tell the tale and expose his villainous hubby. With Robert set to be framed for the fall by John in a police call, Robert is left trying to prove to the police and villagers what John has done, detailing all his crimes. Whether he succeeds remains to be seen, and the fates of Erin and John remain unclear. With Erin actor Danny Miller at the set recently, fans believe he may survive. Some fans think this is the end of John, and that he could meet a grisly end whether or not the truth is revealed. Taking to X, one fan said, "Putting it out here, but I think John is going to actually for real die from the fall." Another fan said, "Hopefully John dies and hope Mac is saved," while a third added, "I think I'm half right, but maybe John dies in the gorge instead." It all reaches a horrifying climax next week as John vows revenge on husband Erin after uncovering his fling with his ex-husband Robert, John's brother. After drugging Erin makes his bid for freedom and also finds out about Mac, it seems. John initially attacks Robert as the latter races to the cottage to save his soulmate Erin. A confrontation between the brothers turns violent and Robert is left lifeless on the ground as he's attacked. In some seriously tense scenes, Erin searches the woods for his missing friend Mac, while John chases him and they end up at a clifftop looking over a gorge. Erin begs for answers on Mac, and soon after a cover story fails, John decides to make a confession. He stops though the moment Robert appears, desperate to save Erin from John. John turns on Erin, making accusations about him and Robert before he does the unthinkable to try to tear them apart for good. John calls the police and frames Robert for what's about to happen, before he jumps from the edge with his arms wrapped around his terrified husband.